I have a half an acre property here in Deschutes County, Oregon. I'm going to browse through a couple photos. What I'm going to cover in this video is frequently asked questions, introduce our company a little bit, and tell you more about this piece of land that we have. So again, Deschutes County, think Lapine, Oregon, think Three Rivers. Maybe a recreational spot, maybe a place to build, put your shed up, whatever that may be. I'm going to get into zoning and what you can do with the property, the potential of the property. Wilco Land sells raw, undeveloped land, and so we specialize in land, right? Not development. We want to create more of a self-service model, offering owner carry terms and wholesale cash prices. We encourage cash offers, and these properties again will be undeveloped. I can pull it up on Google Earth here for a minute. I'll let that load. We offer this link on our website, so a lot of this stuff's going to be in the listing details on wilcolandllc.com. Dial Deschutes. So if you Google Dial Deschutes and enter in the parcel ID number that we have on the website, you're gonna be able to look up a ton of great stuff, right? Any permits, any documents that have been filed with the county, different service providers for the area. So a summary of the sales, a real market value, permits that have been issued. And where I'm at is the zoning map. The zoning map is awesome. And let me get back to it. So the zoning map, and you could Google Deschutes County zoning. What is RR10? And we should have a link underneath the zoning section on our website. You can see this is zoned RR10. And there's other filters you can use on this map. Something that I like to see when looking at this, and I'll zoom in and show you. You can look at different ownership reports. You can do the same thing that I'm doing basically right here on this website. You can click over there and look into that. So looking at this map here, I mean, we could do an aerial view, a street view, and things like that. And I'm going to do the layer transparency down a little bit, but it's not in a flood zone. So those who are asking if it's in a flood zone, it doesn't look like it's in a flood zone to me. And I say that because I believe this is the flood zone to the left here. Some of these properties might be in a flood zone, and there should be what do I want to say? A key to this, but anyhow, we're on how to use dial. So you could read into how to use dial, but FP is floodplain, and you can kind of see some of this floodplain area. Something that I like to see when I look at these properties is when you have similar properties. We just saw all these are zoned in red, which is RR10, and they have development. They're using their property, so that's a great sign. There is a power pole and a power box right at the property when it comes to utilities. This will probably need a septic system and a well if you want to develop, unless this area grows enough where city water and wells provided. This area is in the path of growth. This is really a booming market right now. So zooming out to show you where we are on a map, we're between kind of Sun River, south of Bend, kind of in the middle between Bend and Lapine. And lastly, a lot of people ask, how do I get there? What's the property address? All I'm using, and a lot of vacant land will simply have GPS coordinates on our website. So you're going to simply copy and paste those GPS coordinates just like you would somebody's address. And that's going to bring you right down to this property. And let's say you want to view the property and you're like, where the heck are property lines? Our photographer did not see any survey markers, but something you can look for, and you can use Google Earth to do this too, is this is pretty close to the corner here, so maybe that's a natural feature in the landscape. Right at this tree starts the property, and it goes all the way back to kind of where it clears up. Maybe where it clears up, you've got this open area in the middle. Across the street here is this driveway of this interesting colored roof, and then you've got like a solar roof kind of on this side. So that's a good, these are good natural features in the landscape. Say, hey, I kind of have an idea what I'm looking at. And pretty obviously, Red Fox Lane all the way back here to whatever that street's called is going to be the width of the property. And you can use a Google ruler here to get an approximation on how wide the property is in feet. We got about 100 feet there, and you could change it to yards. So just showing you a few tricks and tools you can use to make land visits successful, whether it's our property or somebody else's. Again, our website's Wilco Land LLC. We've got other properties on there. Give us a call if you have questions, 605-299-5553. Thanks for listening. Again, my name's Miles.